Hello Virgo, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your February tarot forecast. As always, we'll be taking a look at your love situation, career and workspace, advice from the universe, and last but not least, we'll get you some messages from your person of interest. Mahalo and aloha from Honolulu, Hawaii. So as advertised, I moved to Hawaii and I'm traveling to different places, different islands. This week I'm in Honolulu. Towards the end of the week I will be moving to Kauai and we'll spend about 10 days over there. And then I'll be back to Big Island for about a month. Then I go to Maui and Molokai, then back to the Big Island. But you know, every time it's different programs, so it's pretty intense few months. I'm super excited actually, but it's been intense, let's put it that way, right? Without going into a lot of detail, and you did see probably my dance competition picture in the community tab, so yeah, that was a little wild. Oh, and I did my webinar, my workshop on astrology last week and spent a lot of time preparing for it, so yeah, sorry guys, I guess what I'm trying to say for being late was the Feb readings, but I am quickly catching up. Apart from the fact that I also have a few personal requests, I am catching up on those, and after I'm done with that, my next step will be to add a few articles about my impressions from Hawaii, different aspects of it, different places, and I'll try to make it a regular thing, just get into the habit so that I can be sharing things as they happen. That's usually the best way, at least for me. So yep, some content coming up. I realize from time to time that there's no way that I'm gonna do everything that I have on my to-do list, right, or what I'm trying to achieve. So I just have to be reasonable and prioritize. Okay, let's see, Virgo. Let's see what we have for Virgo. So every step counts. Number 10, there is an advantage in taking things slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. Take things slowly, right? That's the general message. There is a certain, I would say there's more than one way to look at it, more than one argument for, apart from the fact that you won't stress yourself, right? You know, you don't have to, like, you'll have, as you proceed, you'll have more clarity on next steps, right? Like, it's emergent continuously. It's not like it's easy to just plan out everything up front. But moreover, there is a certain special, trying to look for the word, like a special savoring of the process when you don't rush and you allow the universe, the divine, to co-create with you, right? To be active participants. Other people too, why not? If that's relevant to your situation, right? Like, at least don't be rigid in how you see those plans coming together. That's what I'm gonna say. And remember that every step counts, so appreciate it from yourself and from anybody else around you who is cheering for you, supporting you, and helping you get closer to that goal. Okay, let's get into tarot. Let's get some more information on what do we need to know for Virgo in the month of February. We have all planets going direct in February, so it's universe telling us that it's time to move, time to achieve, time to, well, plan, move, achieve, whatever combination you want to focus on, but that's the general idea. Everything's so brightly colored in this hotel, and I love it actually. I don't know if I would want to live in among this kind of bright colors, and they're everywhere, just like, I mean, everywhere. Like this color, that's the color of the walls outside. Walls, doors, ceiling, like everything, right? You're just walking through the turquoise, bright turquoise hallway. Downstairs there are colored lights. You know, like for me, like for long term it's too much, but for short term it's exciting. I'm still getting used to it. Okay, got here something. So for the love connection, we have Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Yes, Knight of Pentacles is actually very much a Virgo energy. And Knight of Wands. There we go. That's a different one. That's quite different. But two Knights, there is a lot of desire for movement here. That's for sure. In the career space, we have the Strengths. That's that Leo energy that we just had with the full moon in Leo on the 5th of the month. You could be dealing with a Leo, of course. Seven of Cups. Page of Swords. The advice from the universe, we have the Hierophant. And I'm hearing that you're supposed to step into the Hierophant role. Although Hierophant is Taurus, but yeah, that's the point. Five of Cups. Seven of Swords. Another 7. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Yes. Working on figuring out the truth. And look at it, it's like a wolf made of fire across it. Right? It's like making it known, anchoring. What is your truth? Think about it again. Anchoring, what is your truth? I remember reading it quite recently. Like, it was kind of a reminder of the, you know, this idea that I've heard for so many times, for such a long time, like from psychology point of view, there is an opinion on who you are, what you are like from yourself, from other people, and there is like the truth of what it actually is, right? Like, to me this is something similar, and I was reading about it recently, that there is the truth and then there is a truth, and everybody has their own truth, which is a truth, a version of it, right? Because we're all biased, we're all subjective. So this is you figuring out what your truth is. And I think what the first message was also saying is that until you do, it's not only okay to move slowly, it's preferable that you move slowly. Okay, let's get back to the love connection for a minute. We have two Knights. They are different, but they're both very fast acting Knights. These are the fastest energies, the Swords and the Wands. Yes, there is a desire to communicate the love. There is a desire to move forward, to go farther, deeper, you know, higher, whichever way you want to imagine that experience. So your person wants that. I'm hearing that you want it too. But just like, you know, the air and the fire are very different elements, you and your person see the details differently, of how this can come together, how you can accelerate your relationship to the next level, right? So you can't really be responsible for the other person, right? But you can be responsible for you. So take a closer look. Where are you coming from when you want to make those changes, right? Bringing love into the conversation. Remember to fill up your cup before you're making conclusions and planning the action in your head, right? It's super important. Otherwise, you can get yourself into another cycle of like trying to do your best, but still ending with not the outcome that you desired. You have a real opportunity with this Ace of Cups in the middle to ground your relationship in that loving energy. But take it seriously, right? And don't rush it. Oh, sorry, this is the Pentacles energy, not the Swords. Thank you for pointing me to it. Right? So there is this, that's what, but yeah, the message matches though that you and your person have different views on the specifics, right? There's one energy, the Earth energy, the Pentacles, is pretty slow and kind of like, yep, let's take baby steps one day at a time because we have a long way to go. And the Knight of Wands is very much the opposite energy of like, I want it now, let's do it, let's go, right? The truth lies in that cup, in that heart space, in that love. Which next step is gonna get you into that loving space? Which one is gonna make you feel more loving and loved? Start asking those questions. For the connection space, yeah, so I'm getting that you've had quite a few opportunities to work, opportunities to work with different people. Not necessarily that you've done it, that you worked with all of them, but you have had your choices. And it's important to kind of stick with your choice and make sure you see it through, right? And not just say as some difficulties emerge, just say, well, this wasn't a good match or wasn't a good job that I did of like selecting this specific person, so I'll just start again and I'll choose someone else, it'll get better, right? So the universe is asking you to continue working with this person for different reasons, like you made certain commitment to them, you kind of put yourself out there for like in front of your management and how you see it, and then finally this person themselves, they are counting on your support here, right? And when you're seeing them making mistakes, it can be much easier to just get somebody else, especially if you have those options. But again, the universe is telling you to stay strong, stay brave, and see it through. It can be a client for some I'm hearing that is immature and childish in some sort of way, right? And it's kind of a test to some extent of whether you're gonna move forward with that person or you're just gonna say they are out of their mind and I don't want to deal with them, goodbye, right? It's up to you. Finally, for the advice, we see the Hierophant, 5 of Cups, so 2 5s basically, and 7 of Swords. Yeah, so you are supposed to pursue this leadership role, and instead of focusing on artificial things, on things that may look nice or may not look nice, focus on things that feel good. And look, it's the 5 of Cups where the guy is focusing on the 2 of Cups that are still full. So yeah, focus on what is true, right? Not what looks good, what feels good. And start taking steps towards sharing that knowledge, right? And if you don't know where to start exactly, you can start by sharing your own story. Just like from specifically talking about your life story, your experience in a certain field, you can definitely get the ball rolling, right? And as you go along, it will give you ideas, right? Like what I was talking about at the very beginning, every step counts card and all that. Okay, let's get some messages from Virgo, from Virgo's person to Virgo. King of Pentacles, King of Swords. Wow. So your person wants to be that smart and capable provider and protector that they feel you deserve. And it doesn't have to be a man. It's more about the energy of the king, right? Of somebody who can be in charge, even if they are not necessarily aiming at being in charge of everything in your household or in your relationship. They still want to be, they want to present themselves that way so that, you know, they can feel that extra encouragement and confidence, right? There's a little trick here because it's not easy to just flip the switch and start being confident, right? And if it happens as a result of some achievement, it's not going to last very long, right? As long as you're not really that excited anymore, it's going to go away. And that's not a very solid approach, right? So maybe some other resolution is needed. But they're doing the best they can to be that worthy partner to you, Virgo. They're doing their best. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish it here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching me today, for joining me. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And if this wasn't your story, don't force it. Check out videos for your other placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, Ascendant, or Venus. Okay, love you guys.